Yesterday, we learned the different steps you have to follow in the graphic method, right? So today we will take an example of an graphical method, right? Take an example. Solve following LPP problem. Solve following LPP problem using graphical method. Using graphical method. Objective function is a type of math, right? And taken objective function as in 15x1 plus 10x2 10x2 subject to the constraint 4x1 plus 6x2 less than equal to 360, then 3x1 plus 0x2 is less than is equal to 180 and 0x1 plus 5x2 less than is equal to 200 and x1 comma x2 and x1 comma x2 greater than and is equal to 0. Now see here, what is the nature of our problem? That is, it is a maximization type of an objective function. And at the same time, you have to observe that all constants are less than or not. Yeah, it is a mixed type. No. The given problem is completely in the conical form, right? This is the nature of an problem. Definitely, in a last lecture, I explained you that this is the x1 and x2. So, what is the probability of getting a region? It will be completely towards 0 and 0. Completely towards 0 origin. Completely towards origin. This is the idea you will get if you observe the nature of the problem. Right? Second step is that any right hand side is negative here. Any right hand side is negative? No. All are positive. And if any one is negative, then yesterday I told you that you have to multiply it by -1 and you have to change the constant. And when you change the constant, automatically nature of that problem is going to be changed. Right? This is the second step. What is the third step? Convert this inequality into the equality. Therefore, what will be the next step? Therefore, the revised solution is what? 4x1, है ना? 4x1 plus 6x2 is equal to 360, right? Second one is 3x1 plus 0x2 is equal to 180. Then next one is 0x1 plus 5x2 is equal to 200. Just I am naming this equation as a 1. This will be a 2 and when this will be a 3. Just I will make it as an, I will call it as an equation number 1, equation number 2 and equation number 3. Right? What is the next step is that you have to find out the coordinators, right? How to find the coordinator of x and y? Just by making right hand side as a 1. And how we can make it as in 1? Yesterday I told you that you have to just divide the right hand side with the same value, right? Again here I have to divide it by 180. Again all values I have to divide it by 180. Then and then it is possible. Here also I have to divide with an right hand side. Then we will get a right hand side as a 1. Right? We will get the right hand side as a 1. Means this will be a 1, right? Here also 1. Here also 1. At the same time, what is the this one? 90. Here it's a 90. What about this one? 60. It's a 60. Therefore, what about here? Again 60. Here it will be a 0 because it's an AB number. If you try to divide any number with 0, it's a 0. What about here? Here also say 0. And what is the here? 40. Right? Now can I say what are the coordinators of my first equation? That is x1 is equal to how much? 90. And what is the x2? x2 is equal to 60. Right? What about the second one? In second one, x1 is equal to how much? 60. And what is the x2? x2 become 0. x2 become 0. What about the third equation? In the third equation, x1 is equal to 0 and x2 is equal to 40. Fine. Up to this clear, everyone? We have find out the nature. We have observed whether in the right hand side is negative. Later on, inequality we converted into the equality. After that, we try to find out the coordinates of x and y for every constant. Right? What is the next step? What is the next step? The next step is that you have to plot the graph. You have to plot the graph. You have to plot the graph. Now, what is the maximum value is 90 and on x1. What is the maximum value on x2? 60. Maximum value is 60. So, generally can we say that 1 centimeter is equal to 10 units? We will treat it as a 1 centimeter is equal to 10 unit. And on x1 the 90 is there and here 60 is there. No any value as a what? This is my y-axis and you use a scale for that. Without scale, don't try to plot the graph. Use a scale because otherwise you will not get a region properly. Right? Here on x-axis I am trying to put a 10, right? Then 20, then 30, then 40, then 50. Here 60, 70, 80 and last one my value is 90 because my last value is 90. Exactly you have to measure 1 centimeter is equal to 10 unit and you mark accordingly. First 1 centimeter 10, next centimeter 1 centimeter 20 and so on. Right? Here at the same again 1 centimeter is equal to 10 unit, then 20, then 30, then 40, then 50 and last one I will take it as a 60. I just tried for the equal one but it's not exact. You take the measurement with the scale then it will be very exact result you will get here. Right? What is the first coordinator? What are the coordinator for x1 and x2 for the first equation? 90 and 60. So just you have to put a scale on this point. Scale you have to keep a scale with these two values exactly, and then you have to draw the line. Draw the line. Draw the line. You have to draw a very straight line by using a scale. Put the scale like this. Keep the scale on these 2 points and draw a very straight line between these two coordinators. Here, very scale, which is what is the second one? Second one is x1 is a 60, but x2 is 0, right? So what I have to do, just this is a 60 and my x2 is a 0. Just you have to keep a scale very vertically on that and just you have to extend this part. What is the third one? That is 0 and 40. So this one, right? And very straight you have to extend the line. You know that this is my equation number 1, right? This is my equation number 1, right? This line is for the equation number 2, right? This line is for the equation number 3. Clear, everybody? Now, what is the nature? It's a math. All constants are less than. Therefore, my region will be which one? My region will be this one only. It is completely towards the 0. It's completely towards the 0. So you have to mark this region for the this problem, as our problem is type of maximization and given problem is in the conical form. Therefore, my region will be like this. You have to draw like this, right? Means this is the my feasible region from where the solution is going to be obtained to me. Right? Now, I will just give the name of this one as a 0. I will quote this one as a, this one as a B, this one as a C, and this one as a D. Right? Now, what is the next important step is that after plotting a graph, you have to check the feasibility of that graph, whether the obtained region is feasible or not. How we are identified that? Just by observing the things is that all equation number 1, 2, 3 are touched to that region at least one intercept point or not. So every equations here touch to that region when we draw, right? Now the next step is that what we have to do then in the next step, you have to create a table. That table contains how many columns? 3 columns. What are that? Coordinates. Coordinate you have to find out now, and then you have to put into the table, right? So can I say here like this? Say what is the first one is coordinator, then its values, coordinator values, and what is the next? The objective function. What is our objective function here? Max, right? And what is the max? What is the objective here? That is max z is equal to 15x1 plus 15x1 plus 10x2. This is our objective function. Now, how many coordinators you have obtained here? A, O, A, B, C, and D. These are the 5 coordinators you have, right? Now, which value you know that is origin O values coordinator you know. What are that? That is 0, 0. Right? You know the A also. What is the A? It is X is 60. X is 60. And what is the Y? Y is 0. Y is 0. What is the B and C are unknown? B and C are unknown. What is the D? D is 0 and 40 because we always take the X value first. You don't know what is the B and C. Now see here, if I want to find the value of B and C, then you have to observe that B is the what? B is the intersect point of equation number 1 and equation number 2. B is the intersect point of equation number 1 and 2. The next step you have to write like this to get the coordinators of B, to get the coordinators of B, you have to solve the equation number 1 and 2 simultaneously. Why? Because that B is the intersection point of equation number 1 and 2. B is the intersection point of equation number 1 and 2. Tell me what is the equation number 1? What is our equation number 1? 4x1 plus 6x2 is equal to 360. This is my equation number 1. What is the equation number 2? 3x1 plus 0x2 is equal to 180. Now there is no any terms very similar. How you solve the simultaneous equation? You know that you have to make one term as a similar term, then we can solve. Here 0 multiplied by anything will become in 0. Therefore, for me it's not possible to make a x2 term as a same term. So what I can do, I can multiply this with a 3 and I can multiply by this equation by 4. Then the x1 term is going to be similar. So what is here? Therefore, 12x1 plus 18x2 is equal to how much? Is it correct or not? Because I have to multiply with both sides. This is the basic rule of simultaneous equations. Here also 12x1 plus 0x2, then again it will be 4 multiplied by 180. Then how much? 720. 720. After that, in simultaneous equation, we have to change the sign here. Make it as a minus, minus and minus. Change the signs. Now, this is going to be out, right? Because plus 12x1 and minus x1 are going to be raised. And here, 18x2 is equal to, what is the subtraction? Tell me. 1080 minus 720. 360. Therefore, x2 is equal to 360 divided by 18. How much? 20. It will be a 20. x2 is a 20. Can I put this 20 in this equation number 2? No. 0 multiplied by anything it become 0. Yeah, I can put there. Yeah, no. We can put the x2 value in any one equation. x2 is equal to 10. Sorry, x2 is equal to 20. I can put into the equation number 1 or equation number 2. Which one is better for you? 1. 1 or 2? Anyone. See here, I will put it into the equation number 2. The right? Put this value x2 is equal to 20. Put this value in equation 2. Equation 2. So what is the final answer then? 3x1 है ना plus is equal to 180 because 0 multiplied by 20 will become 0. And what is the x1? x1 is equal to the 60. x1 is equal to 60. Therefore, what are the points for this one? 60, 20. 60, 20. Fine, everybody? Can I erase something here? Now, what is the next one? Next one is the C point. How we can calculate the C point? How we can calculate the C point? C is the intersection of equation number 1 and 3. So tell me what is the equation number 3? Tell me what is the equation number 3? 0, x1, 5x2 is equal to 200. And this is the x1, x3 and x1. What is the x1? 4x1, 6, x2 is equal to 360 is equal to 360. Now again same thing. I cannot make this term as very similar. I can make the x2 term as in similar term. Therefore, I have to multiply by the 5 to this equation and 6 to first equation because x1 cannot be similar. What is the final answer here? Therefore, 0x1 plus 30x2 is equal to 1200 is equal to 1200. What about this one? That is 20x1 20x1 plus 30x2 is equal to how much? 1800. Correct or not? Just change the signs here. After that, which term is going to be deleted here? This one, right? Here, minus 20x1 is equal to minus 600. Minus 600. Minus will become plus, this is a very basic rule. And here, therefore, x1 is equal to 600 divided by 20, which it is a 30. It's a 30. Now, x1 is equal to 30. x1 is equal to 30. Put in any equation. This is equation number 3, na? And this is equation number 1. You can put that value in any one. So we will try to put that value in the equation number 3. Therefore, put x1 is equal to 30 in equation number 3. Equation number 3. Therefore 0 plus 5x2 is equal to 200 and therefore x2 is equal to 40 because 5 is going to be divided to the 200. So what are the C coordinators? x1 is how much? 30 and what is the x2? Is a 40. x1 is a 30 and x2 is a 40. What is the next step? find the value of z. Find the value of z for each and every coordinator. Here z becomes 0, z becomes 0. Here 5 multiplied by x1. Here 900. 900 is correct or not? You have to do on the calculator. You can use a calculator and very quickly just tell me what is the multiplication. Here 15 multiplied by 15, 15 multiplied by 6, 15 multiplied by 60 plus 10 multiplied by 20. What is the final answer of this one? Use calculator and quickly you have to tell me. What is it? 11? No. Next, that is our next value. Z is equal to 15 multiplied by 15 multiplied by 30 plus 10 multiplied by 40. What is the final value of this one? 850. 50, 850. Okay. What is about the last one? 0. It becomes 0 and z is equal to first term is 0 plus 10 multiplied by 40. It becomes 400. Become 400. Now, once you calculated the max Z value after getting the coordinators, right? What is the nature of our problem is max. Means you have to observe for which value? You have to observe for the max Z. What is the max Z? 11. What is the max Z? 1100. Therefore, what is the conclusion of this solution? Right? In obtained solution, maximum Z value, maximum Z value is obtained at extreme point B in bracket 60, 20 in bracket 60, 20. Hence the optimal solution for given LP problem, hence optimal solution for given LP problem is x1 is equal to 60, comma x2 is equal to 20 and z is equal to 1100. Z is equal to 1100. Any doubt about this one?